What's good? What's happening? What's the word? Y'all know what's up. Check in. Check in. It's a live on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all know what it is. Chat. Check in. Chat. Hit the like buttons. Hit the share buttons. Make sure y'all hit the notifications. Make sure you subscribe if you ain't subscribed. If you're new to Mad Pill, make sure you get the notifications. Notification, like button, share. As I repeat, like button, share. Let's get right into this. Y'all see it up there? It speaks for itself. PDiddy gets sued for $100 million. It's a lot of politics to this. We're gonna get right into this. We're gonna get more people in this room. Make sure that I'm shared to Facebook. I'm gonna share to Facebook. I'm gonna be on more platforms. Just give me some time, y'all. I'm gonna be on more platforms. Now it's just YouTube and Facebook. I'm doing a whole lot of other stuff. Let's be focused on, you know what I'm saying, just one thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, multiple things. I'm sorry. I gotta do one at a time now. I'll get there. I'll get to the TikTok. I'll get there. Let me make sure that I'm sharing. Groups. Check in. You want to chat? Check in where you're from. Always check in, chat. You know what we do here. You come on this live, you check in. All right. P. Diddy. Let me start this. We ain't waiting for nobody. Had to catch me on the playback. So let's go to this real fast. TMZ, P. Diddy has got sued by a man. Right? So, let me read this real fast. Say, Diddy's fighting back against the massive $100 million default judgment leveled against him this week, claiming he never received a copy of the lawsuit. So he never received a copy of the lawsuit. How they gonna sue him? How they gonna sue him without him knowing? Ah, thought we did a little dry. I don't be like the reading. That's why I be showing videos. Controversial music mogul filed the emergency motion to set aside the massive judgment Thursday, saying the plaintiff Derek Lee Cardello, that's the never served him with a lawsuit, and he didn't know he had to handle a matter until news outlets start report. So I guess TMZ. I was looking at the TMZ earlier, and they said TMZ called him, and that's when he found out about that he got sued for $100 million. Let me read a little bit more. Worth noting, worth noting, Diddy's lawyers aren't just trying to get the case thrown out for failing to serve him properly. They're denying all wrongful doing. So they did this behind his back. They say he never showed up in court. How they gonna do this? He ain't never showed up in court and did no testimonies. He ain't did. Right. How they gonna put a judgment on him? Damn. I'm tired of reading, man. I'm gonna just show y'all this video. Shit. Let me show y'all this video. I'm tired of reading.
Multiple life sentences, accused the disgraced mogul of drugging and raping him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith says in 97, he was a bartender at a Detroit area restaurant when he met Diddy and was invited to a gathering at the Holiday Inn where Combs would be partying. He alleges that he participated in group sex with several women and Diddy, but when Diddy showed interest in him, he got up and sat on the couch. According to the complaint, when Cardello Smith went to get another drink, Combs handed him a drink, thought to be a glass of Jim Beam. But when he sat down in the other room and drank more, he began to get drowsy and started to pass out. Combs allegedly said to him, "I added a little something to it for you." And then Cardello Smith passed out.
Why would Diddy need to drug him? Let me just keep this going.
Claims when he woke up, Combs told him he had penetrated him while he was unconscious. Cardello Smith says he ran into the bathroom and checked himself, noticing he was bleeding and in pain, and left the hotel and never went back. Cardello Smith claims he filed a police report, then he shut down and knew he was never going to be able to tell anyone about what happened. In his complaint, Cardello Smith alleges Combs paid off Detroit and Monroe police officers to keep the police report hidden for many decades. In August of 2024, Cardello Smith made a stunning claim that Diddy came to the Michigan prison in person to offer him more than $2 million, essentially to keep him quiet and dismiss the lawsuit. On August 7th, while appearing virtually in front of a judge and while representing himself in the matter, the Michigan inmate filed a motion for a temporary restraining order against the disgraced producer.
This is in the matter of Derek Lee Cardello Smith, MDOC number 267009 versus Sean Puff Daddy Combs.
And this dude is in jail, man, y'all. This dude is in jail, and he's a known scammer. What's good, Latanya Smith? He's a damn scammer.
Also known as Sean P. Diddy, also known as Diddy, Bad Boy Records label owner, founder, also known as Puff PDiddy, Bad Boy, Diddy Run the City, Sean Combs, also known as Sean Puffy Combs. And this is file number 24-7362NO.
She didn't fool nobody. She knew what the hell she doing. She said.
I'll grab your paperwork here real quick out of this other paperwork. We do have Mr. Cardello Smith appearing from the Michigan Department of Corrections. So I do see that we do have a proof of service on Mr. Combs. But for purposes of this hearing, you filed a motion for a temporary restraining order and or a preliminary injunction to stop all sales of the property and assets attached to or involved with said property.
Now we're just getting a little glimpse at what in this court. This is what happened. Let's just see, because we played this before. I'm gonna play y'all some ridiculous accusations. Like, these accusations is just, this is how he won this $100 million. Let's see how he won.
Based on the interest of plaintiff and plaintiff's connections to defendant's sexual assault of plaintiff Derek Lee Cardello Smith, requiring a preliminary injunction and or a temporary restraining order. We did set that for hearing today, and luckily the Brooks Correctional Facility was able to make you available. Actually, they had to drive someone up today on another case. So, sir, I have received your motion and a proposed order. Do you wish to argue the motion today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed then.
Okay, the purpose of it is based on 2 actions taken by Mr. Combs himself, directly with me here. We did a live one-on-one visit in our prison.
There's that moment in work when there's too many tools and the spark fades.
Visiting room. There's 2 meetings within the past 2 weeks with Mr. Combs on one meeting, and then a financial advisor on the other meeting on Mr. Combs' behalf. And he stated that he would make me an offer to end the case and what happened to me because of other things that he stated he has going on in his life that require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off. And he made me a financial offer of $2.3 million to allow what happened to me to go away. And he stated that he's going to be selling his property, and under the 2005 California Civil Code 2881-2885, the creation of liens, which allows out-of-state justices and orders to cause a stop of any title transfer, property transfers in Los Angeles or any other place that he has property. He stated that he wouldn't be able to proceed with that sale. And he did it the day after I served him the suit. And he also said that he won't be filing an answer to the complaint. He said, you can find me in default or whatever. He has a better chance with default than he would with having a restraining order stopped. And I said, so you want to hide your money and stop from being quite possibly paid to me if I'm given the benefit of a judgment in my favor for what you've done to me. And he pretty much said, yeah. He says, you know how we get down. And I said, okay, well, I disagree with how you get down. Your sale shouldn't go through.
So I'm gonna hold on.
I'm sorry.
Cardello Smith. Okay, so you went in a different direction that I thought you were going into. I thought we were just gonna focus. No.
We are.
You kind of went off on a different direction than what your actual motion was.
Yeah.
So what I just want to say is settlement negotiations.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
In this case, are probably better not. Yeah, they're not to be placed on the record today. Okay.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. You're not an attorney. I understand that. So if we can just backtrack and focus just on your motion.
I get what you want.
Okay, thank you.
The motion stems from Combs listing his Los Angeles mansion, the same home raided by the feds in March. According to Cardello Smith, he wanted to prevent the sale of the mansion because it would deprive him.
See, I think they got something on something. Hold on. I think they own to something. I think that they found something. Why would they give him $100 million? Why would they give him $100 million? They ain't find nothing in their mansion. I mean, come on now. Think about that, y'all. I'm to step aside for 1 second. I gotta go in my refrigerator. Goddamn bug flew in my damn drink. Shit. I mean, goddamn fleas be diving in your drinks for nothing and shit. They be suicide diving in your shit. God damn. But if they didn't find any evidence of tapes or anything, they wouldn't have gave that $100 million. They had to find something. That's what I'm saying. And I bet that they found a lot of shit. I know that they found a lot of shit up in there. That's why they gave him that $100 million. It ain't no coincidence that they just gave him $100 million, and they would just say, well, out of just $100 million. Oh no. He probably got at least he probably got thousands of sex tapes of him and that man right there. That's why they gave him that $100 million. No, they ain't just gonna give him no $100 million. No, they ain't just gonna get it. This dude no $100 million and not found nothing in that man. He said it. He said it just now. He just said that it was in that mansion right there that the sexual assaults occurred. Right. And they found the tapes. You know, P. Diddy keep all the tapes. That's why they raided the house for tapes. They knew they weren't gonna find no drugs. I mean, come on now. What else would you raid a house for? Yeah. Besides drugs. They want to be really being Pacific. They raided him for tapes. Just like R. Kelly. What the feds raided him for. They raided him for tapes. They found something in that mansion right there, y'all. Swear to God, they found something in that mansion. That's why he got that $100 million. They ain't gonna just give nobody no $100 million just because of circumstantial evidence.
Of any monetary.
Come on, that's $100 million. Do y'all book $100 million just off of he say? Ain't nobody gonna get awarded no $100 million off of no he say. This is what I'm saying. They had to find something in this mansion. This was the mansion that he was SA'd in.
Judgment if the civil matter went to a jury trial.
If he's allowed to sell his property that he has in LA and the properties that are in his name being used and held by other people in Michigan, then it will cause me harm because I can be tied directly to those properties through loans and through other areas of investment that I did when I was out there and while in prison through money that I've sent. And if he's allowed to go through with any of the sales, I won't be able to recoup any of my monies or anything from him.
So he invested. He fronted Diddy. That's what is he fronting Diddy? Is this what he's saying? Do Diddy owe this man? I mean, this is on record now. He fronting Diddy. This is what he's talking about. What? This is some new shit.
As a result of any possible judgment in this action, if he's allowed to proceed with it. And an injunction or a restraining order would help ensure that he's not manipulating and selling the property to avoid his responsibility in these matters here. That's what a temporary restraining order would do. It would prevent that from happening. Because it's a very serious matter. It involves a lot of money. And him selling this would help him avoid his liability for these actions done upon him.
Mm-hmm. Right. He was fronting Diddy's money. Huh?
And I was just hoping that I'd be able to get the restraining order to prevent that. There won't be any harm to him, any of the.
These mushrooms make you feel better.
Parties, there won't be any harm to him in any way. And if it's deemed that it's not justified, then he can go ahead and go through with the sale at the end of the case. But one has to be put in place to stop this from happening.
The judge then stepped off the bench for a few moments to review Cardillo Smith's documents. When she returned, she granted the temporary restraining order.
So, thank you, sir. Is there anything else you wish to add?
I was just, first off, just thank you for giving me the hearing and thank you for setting a pretrial on this matter. Thank you, Your Honor. There were some other filings. There were some other filings that you should have gotten. I didn't know if that's one of the filings you could have been referring to.
So I received your complaint and all the attachments to it. And then I received this motion And I just wanted to take a moment to review back through the U.S. District Civil Docket and your complaint. So I did do that. That's all.
Yes.
And,
Okay.
okay. Anything else?
Everything that you're looking at, they're all tied in together. Every part, as crazy as this seems, as outrageous as it seems, it all ties in. Every bit of it, every facet.
Okay. All right. Well, I have
And he well spoken too. Like, you can tell he professional. And he kinky on the low. Professional kinky dude.
a proof of service showing that Mr. Combs was served on July 6th of 2000 and let me see, is that 24?
June. So there you go right there. He said he wasn't served. They said he was served on July 6th, 2024. So he was served this $100 million lawsuit. There you go right there.
Yep. Looks like it. 2024 return receipt requested was provided. So there is proper service. Mr. Combs has neither appeared nor responded to this request. So I'm going to grant your motion for.
He didn't respond. So they served him on July 6th. And he didn't respond. Huh.
Preliminary injunction, temporary restraining order, and order that the defendant and their agents are hereby enjoined temporarily for a period of 90 days from the sale, transfer, or exchange, trade, or transaction of title or deed to the property listed as the address and placed on the market by defendants for the amount of $70 million. And this property and estate belonging to or connected to defendant Sean Combs shall cease and desist any and all trades, transactions, or otherwise stop the process of any further actions on this property being continued, and this shall have an immediate effect. I'm going to date this August 7th of 2024.
So all this time since August 7th, he didn't know about this. He said he didn't know about this dude. Now something ain't right on Puffy side, you know. I mean, so you got a judgment out that what you don't know about in this court hearing is going on behind his back. It's all on TV. It's on TMZ. This was reported, and he ain't see this. I mean, come on now, Diddy. All them people that you want me to tell me your advisors didn't tell you about this guy, and all of this was going down. That you have never been served with a subpoena, $100 million. No, none of your boys, nobody in your camp told you. And this was all on TV. That you was being served $100 million. You can't pull that loud on me, P. Diddy. Because I do not believe it. I do not believe that shit at all. P. Diddy knew about this dude. He knew about this case. $100 million. Somebody sued you for $100 million. You don't know about it? I mean, please, that's the first thing you're going to know. Because, you know, that $100 million, you knew about Cassie. She's only sued you for $30 million. But this dude got the highest in history. Highest lawsuit in history. And you do not know about it. No, P. Diddy knew about this lawsuit. He just blew it off and was like, he ignored it. Like, it was just another lawsuit he don't have to respond to. He didn't take it seriously. That's what it was. P. Diddy did not take it seriously, and that's the truth for the matter. He knew that this was very well could be a possibility. And dude is smart. He know he's an investor. He invested a lot of money in P. Diddy, he said. He know what he's doing. He know the court system. Even though he's locked up now, he's been studying how to get up the $100 million. And he knew P. Diddy was not going to respond. And it's going to be a default judgment because of that. He knew what the hell he was doing. Now P. Diddy all of a sudden got to pay $10 million. He know about the lawsuit now. Didn't TMZ tell all the reporters they called your ass when he put the lawsuit out? This was a while ago, a month ago or two ago. Part of the silver suit. You mean to tell me ain't TMZ and them ain't been calling you? Law and Crime ain't been calling you? You mean to tell me that? They've been calling you. You've been knowing about this $100 million lawsuit, but you've been ignoring it because you didn't take it serious, P. Diddy. And that's what happened. Now he's trying to play stupid. He's trying to play like he a idiot now. You ain't you ain't fooling me, P. Diddy. He trying to play stupid. And that's what it was, because he didn't take it seriously. He didn't take it seriously enough to like pay attention to it. He worried about a whole lot of other stuff. You know, all these other lawsuits. He didn't think that a man, you know, he didn't think that. He didn't think it, no, because he probably looked at it like, man, this dude is a scammer, and he got multiple. You got to look up this dude's background. I mean, y'all got to look up his background. He's a known scammer and all of the above. P. Diddy brushed it off, and he didn't think that he was going to win this lawsuit. And that's what happens in court, y'all. That's what happens when you get subpoenaed in a civil suit or a court, period. If you miss court, I don't care what your address is. If you miss court and you got a summons to court, the judgment is going to go against you default. And you're going to get served. One of P. Diddy got served and somebody accepted it, that law. and he claimed that he never seen it. And that's the thing. P. Diddy, and it cost him $100 million. And now P. Diddy has to pay $10 million. They say October 1st, P. Diddy got to pay $10 million a month. $10 million. Imagine how to pay $10 million a month. This dude hit the jackpot. He hit the jack because he knew what he was doing. He's slick. Even if he scammed this whole case, he got over on the judicial system. He scammed them because he was proven that he was a scammer before, and he got one up on the law because he knew the law. He studied it. He knew P. Diddy was going to ignore him, and when you send out subpoenas for a lawsuit, and you get served, P. Diddy didn't pay attention to it. He was smart enough to know that P. Diddy wasn't going to pay attention to it. He knew he was gonna blow it off. Smart. That's a smart dude, man. He outwitted the system. Smart man. Outwitted the system. Plus put abuse allegations on top. So that's how he got the 100 million. P. Diddy's property, 70 million in property, right? 70 million. Plus the allegations, another 30 million like Cassie. She threw a cherry on top. She threw a Cassie on top. She threw that Cassie right on top. And hit P. Diddy with the ooh-wah. Hit him with the catch that 70 million in P. Diddy's property, which was seized, and the 30 million from Cassie. Hit him with the ooh-wah. And then hit him with a cherry on top.
And I am going to sign this. And we are set for a pretrial date on Monday, September 9th of 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Is there anything else? Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Your Honor. First off, thank you very much, ma'am. The second thing is, under the summons rules and the court rules of service, Mr. Combs, the defendant, had 28 days after he was served by mail, 21 if it's regular process service. His 28th day was the August 3rd, and there was no answer on the default. And I understand that I have to motion verbally or in writing, whichever one you prefer, however you prefer, to have default judgment entered. And today is literally the 28, 9, 30, 31, 32nd day, I believe.
Got him. I told you he know his shit. That ninja know his shit. He knew them 28 days. P. Diddy wasn't. I said he knew P. Diddy was not going to pay. He wasn't going to answer. He wasn't going to pay attention. He was going to brush it off like he wasn't shit. He had 28 days to answer. This is the 31st day. That ninja on his shit. Smart, man. This is how to make millions, man. This is how you make millions. You get the system.
Believe. And I'd like to either preserve the issue of default judgment or judgment in my favor based on failure to answer.
Okay.
Right. Based on failure to answer.
Whatever Your Honor would like.
Right. Thank you. Typically, we require that. Ms. McGrain. Is
How
Ms.
would you spell
McGrain
her
in
name,
her-
Your Honor?
Oh, no, I'm hold on. I'm talking to my judicial attorney. Typically, we require the motion for the affidavit and motion for default be filed. So Ms. Adams, is Ms. McGrain in her office?
She is not. I'm going to go find her right now, Judge.
Okay.
I know,
Hold
I
on.
read that rule. I read the rule, Your Honor. MCR 2.603 governs that.
Yeah, he's talking that. You heard that 6.20 ER3.
And it said the party can do it in front of the trial court judge or
Yeah.
by mail. Whatever you want.
So, sir, the court rule that you're referring to, it's not a trial date, so I think I'm right. So you're gonna have to file the affidavit and request for default, okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
And obviously you'll be able to file that before a pretrial date anyway, okay?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Okay, so
All
the
right,
order
so-
was granted?
The order, your ex parte motion was granted, or your motion for a temporary restraining order was granted. I've signed it. And so we'll get that.
Fees on that $70 million. That's what I'm saying. That's $70 million right there. This Diddy property, that big ass house that they raided, right there.
Processed and back to you, and then you'll have to obviously serve that on the parties.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Can your order
All right.
say any, Your Honor, can you add on your order any Michigan representatives of him acting on his behalf for Michigan properties as well as part of that order? Or does your order cover everything?
You provided the order, so I'm going off.
Yes,
the
I did.
order.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, so I'm going off the order you provided to me, and I've signed
Okay,
that order already.
Damn. You so just gave him what the hell he wanted. Was good, Jericho. Damn. So she just gave him whatever the hell he wanted. She just said, he said, oh, well, you did, well, you gave it. I said, we set the principle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. See, all the demands. And he thought, well, oh, yeah, I have to be under your, no, you know what? Everything that you have put down, I've granted that. That's basically what she said right there. She gave him everything. He wanted everything he asked for. She just said yes to. He created a list, right? This is to break it down, to bust it down. He created a list, his own little list from the law. And she approved everything. She checked everything off. He made his own little thing. I wonder if they having sex. I don't know. I don't know. I just blurted that out. I don't know why I said that. But she basically approved of everything that he said. Everything.
That's what I
Okay.
needed. Thank you. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you, Your Honor.
thank you, Mr. Cardello Smith, and we'll make sure the writ's done, and we'll see you back in September. Thank you.
Then in
That's an easy 100 million.
another stunning turn of events, on September 9th, the same judge awarded Cardello Smith a $100 million default judgment against Combs. The judgment was awarded to Cardello Smith because Combs failed to formally respond.
You know what? I just blurted that shit out. It just came out my mouth, the blue, that the judge and this dude might be having sex. But I think they might be having sex. I think they split that money. I'm just throwing a scenario out there. Don't quote me on this. Allegedly. I think that she granted him that case, and they split that. And they were saying in TMG there was something fishy about this judge. Now we're gonna get into that. We ain't just gonna all jump on Diddy. We just gonna all jump down Diddy though. I ain't gonna jump down on Diddy though. I'm gonna be a little compassionate to you, little Diddy. I'm gonna be compassionate. I ain't gonna jump down your throat like that. I'm gonna try to see if it's a little slither of life in you. I'm gonna just see it. I think it might be that they might be splitting that shit. You know, man, there be some crooked shit going on behind closed doors. Y'all, it's a movie. Y'all think they angels and shit. Nah, hell no. Nah, hell no. I think it might be allegedly. I'm just putting this whole lot of crazy shit that's gonna pop out in this case in the future. Y'all ain't gonna believe. I don't know. They might be because she didn't granted him $100 million just like that. That's that easy. And checked off all the marks on his checklist.
To the summons or failed to appear in court. The judge reportedly set a payment schedule of $10 million per month beginning on October 1st. I want to bring on now a great guest.
$10 million. Beginning on, y'all heard that? I didn't make that up. She said it. $10 million on October 1st. P. Diddy got to pay $10 million. I'm going to say that again. $10 million on October 1st. That's crazy as hell. Off of that, what y'all just seen, I just showed y'all that 15 minutes of court case. Let's see, you won $10 million off of that. Hold on, let me skim past some shit. They got Diddy. You know, I'm that was it. They got Diddy. I believe they got it. I don't know. TMZ was saying, and y'all can read the shit for yourself. And he's saying allegedly. TMZ was like, "There's something wrong with that judge." It's all type of undercover shit going on. You probably meeting that nigga in the cell popping. You don't know. Allegedly. You never know, man. That's $100 million just like that. But the ninja seemed to know his shit. I mean, that nigga seem to know his shit. That nigga had to, he know his shit, talk smart. It wasn't just no regular ass. That nigga know his shit. He was talking all proper and shit. He was saying A, B, C, D, and G, all in that order. He knew the law. He knew some of the alphabets of the law. And he told the judge, and she probably didn't even know that. She act like she didn't even know that. Like, oh, this is a smart ninja, you know. After 28 days, he already knew that Diddy wasn't gonna file, and they served him at his property. That's for his property. I told y'all, man. That's his property. Him and P. Diddy got some assets up in there. P. Diddy had a deep relationship. He had that for her to give him $100 million. He had to have a deep, intimate relationship with P. Diddy on the low for years. And we talking about a deep, intimate relationship. We talking about P. Diddy probably busting windows out his cars and a toxic relationship. Yeah, they had to have that type of relationship for him to get $100 million. I mean, come on now. $100 million, he got way more than Cassie. How he gonna get $100 million and Cassie get $30 million? And y'all seen her getting her ass whooped on video. Come on now. How she gonna get how the fuck he gonna get $100 million and Cassie got $30 million? Now something ain't right here. You can't fool me. I ain't the one to be fooled. Y'all niggas ain't fooling me. You miss me with that bullshit. If you think for the fuck that I'm gonna be stupid enough to believe that shit. That he didn't have a deep, intimate relationship. He had to have it was like a deep, dark, intimate relationship with P. Diddy. Like they had to love each other. And he had to keep this relationship on the low because you already know back then in the 90s, in the early 2000s, and all that, you couldn't come out like you can now. You couldn't do it. So he had to keep that deep, dark relationship on the low. You cannot get get sued for $100 million if you didn't deeply emotionally was involved with somebody like that. No, you can't. It's impossible. He got $100 million, y'all. Think about that. Just put that in y'all head. How the fuck you gonna wrap your head around $100 million? I mean, how $100 million he had to, or they had to find something in that mansion. They had to find something in that mansion to get this nigga $100 million. Are you kidding me? They had to find something in that mansion. They had to find something in the dude mansion. Of him. And they had to see some tapes of P. Diddy doing it to him. Like they doing it together. You know what I'm saying? Him and P. Diddy sex tape. P. Diddy, I'm pretty sure they made lots of them. And they seen a sex tape of P. Diddy, doing what he doing. With multiple men, exactly how he said it. That's how he got that $100 million. And he said P. Diddy tried to pay him $2 million on the side. He didn't take no $2 million. A sucker will take $2 million. I mean, come on, though. It looked like this dude, like, he used to having money. He's a multi-millionaire. He been in the game for the longest. And he got that meal. He got that meal. That 10 million starting October the 1st. $10 million. Imagine that, y'all. $10 million. $10 million. Imagine that. Damn. And not only this is another see, P. Diddy cannot rest. I don't know. How is P. Diddy handling all of this shit at the same time? You got Danity Kane coming out on a lawsuit. All these people coming out on that lawsuit. Now, 100 million. Now, I bet you he paid attention to this one. You fucked up on the last one. But I bet you pay attention to this one. Danity Kane with Dawn. Y'all know the Dawn, the black bald head chick. She has come out against him. Like P. Diddy didn't, tried that. I knew he always had an Alpha Dawn. Because I used to watch Making the Band back in the day. I watched that. And when I watched when he was making Danity Kane, he had an Alpha Dawn. It was something about Dawn. I can't play this. I can't play that. I had some videos that I was gonna play. Him and Dawn. Him had eyes on Dawn. But it was on, the network. I can't play that. And the networks, I get blocked. They'll come after my ass immediately if I play them videos. But just take my word for it. Please take my word for it. Go look it up yourself. Before we get into this, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Check in. Check in. Where you from? Hit the like button. Mad Pill Entertainment. Hit that like button.
faces yet another lawsuit accusing him of sexual abuse. But this lawsuit is coming from one of his former collaborators and former artist signed to his Bad Boy Records label. This week, former Danity Kane member Dawn Richards sued Diddy, accusing him of inhumane treatment and sexual assault. The suit adds another number to the growing amount of sexual misconduct lawsuits.
Yeah, Dawn. Yeah, I forgot how she looked. I knew it was something funny. Hey, look at that nigga in the background. Woo!
Hip-hop mogul already faces. This time it's Dawn Richard. Dawn Richard was previously a contestant on season 3 of Diddy's hit MTV show Making the Band. According to court documents, during her time on the show, she witnessed different instances of verbal abuse by the hitmaker. She claims Diddy referred to the contestants as fat, ugly, hoes, and used other harsh language. And once she was selected to be a part of the band that would eventually become Danity Kane, she alleges Diddy's contempt for women was rapidly apparent. She says the
Damn, you can sue somebody for calling them a fat, ugly asshole. God dang. You gotta watch yourself on social media, man, for real. Calling them fat, ugly asshole. Get the PDiddy talks. You ugly little fat black bitch, bald head bitch. Get your ass in the goddamn gym. That's how she was saying it. PDiddy was saying it. Like, I mean, I read up on this. It was like the word PDiddy was harsh. He was mean. Y'all think making a band, he made them want for cheesecake? He made them niggas want for cheesecake. Y'all thought that was bad? No, PDiddy was abusive.
Five-member all-girl group was regularly subjected to Diddy's harsh language, and he made several comments about their physical appearance. She names one example as Diddy referred to Richard as too skinny, and she needed to do something about this, referring to her face. During her time in his orbit, she claims to have witnessed Diddy's alleged true colors firsthand. According to the suit, around 2005, Richard claims she saw Diddy abuse his former partner and the mother of his 3 children, Kim Porter. She says she
Nah, Danity Kane. Danity Kane is the key. She gonna be the key.
witnessed Porter in tears leaving a music studio with bruises all over her face, including a lacerated
Why did I say Danity Kane?
lip. Richard said she realized then that Diddy was capable of committing acts of violence against women, and she feared Diddy could one day physically harm her as well. While signed with Diddy, she claims he forced her to work for 48 hours straight, and as a result of the overwork, she lost a substantial amount of weight, became dehydrated, and even developed rashes. According to the suit, Richard believes she was caught in Diddy's alleged web as he promised to advance her singing career if she caved into his demands. She says Diddy deprived her and her Danity Kane band members of basic needs like adequate food and sleep. When asked if she could get meals, Diddy refused and chastised them with comments like, "You don't want this," or "Y'all are not hungry enough," and "I'm paying you to work." She says Diddy demanded they record and rehearse for 36 to 48 hours without breaks. According to the suit, Richard lost a significant amount of weight, weighing in at about 100 pounds under the extreme conditions, which at the time she thought was a standard requirement to be in the group. The suit went on to state Diddy continued to assert his power and dominance, and even insisted on holding meetings while dressed only in his underwear. She says in one
Oh God. Oh man, I know that ain't funny, but damn. Did he have mean dressed in his drawers? Did he come in a meeting in his drawers? What type of freaky shit is this?
One instance, while at his Miami home, Diddy emailed Richard directing her to meet him in the living room. She said when she arrived, he was only wearing his underwear, and when she asked him to put clothes on, the mogul refused and said, "This is my effing house." Richard claims the meeting lasted around an hour, all while Diddy was in his underwear, leaving her feeling violated and embarrassed.
Kayak? No way. Why would I use kayak to compare hundreds of travels?
By 2009, Danity Kane broke up, but Richard continued to work with Diddy, later forming a new group called Diddy Dirty Money. She says on the first day of recording under the new group, she and her bandmate Kalina Harper waited in the kitchen where Diddy's then girlfriend Cassandra Ventura.
Yeah, I remember Dirty Money, Dirty Money, they just, yeah.
better known as Cassie, was frying eggs for him. According to the suit, she was initially introduced to Cassie around 2006 when she was first signed to Diddy's label. She claims even then Diddy appeared to be fixated on Cassie, but in a predatory way. Years later, she claims to have witnessed more of the dark and true colors behind the mask. During the time Cassie was making eggs for him, Richard claims she saw Diddy high on drugs go into the kitchen and approach Cassie and scream, "I've been asking you for I can't stand you. You never do it right." She says Diddy pushed Cassie against the wall and choked her, then picked up the scalding hot pan of eggs and threw it at her, causing her to
Yeah, I believe that.
fall to the ground in a fetal position. While cursing and screaming, Diddy then allegedly dragged Cassie up the stairs. Richard says she was frozen in shock and
Yeah, he did drag her. You can tell he did that. Yeah, that's true because he dragged her. He just used to dragging her, so you can tell his behavior, how he dragged her, on the elevator back to the room. That he dragged his. You're gonna hear a lot of stories when this case unfolds. When they finally file criminal charges on Diddy, you're gonna hear the victims saying the same things. He dragged me by the hair. That's something that P. Diddy like it's a fetish of Diddy. He probably like to drag people by the hair, whether man or women. He probably dragged me by the hair too. It's just something that when he get mad and upset, you know, he drag you by the hair, and there's gonna be a whole lot of women saying the same thing, the same exact. Oh, he dragged me up the steps. Oh, he dragged me down the steps. Oh, he dragged me into the car. He dragged me out the car. Oh, he dragged me down the street. He it's gonna be a bunch of women saying the same exact thing that they dragged them. Because is a pattern. Y'all seen in the video, he dragged Cassie. So that's believable. Yes. So her story sound very, very, very true to me.
terror, hearing glass shattering, crashing, and banging noises when Diddy dragged Cassie up the stairs. While she wanted to interfere, she was let out of the home. The following day, Richard says she received a call demanding she return to Diddy's home to continue recording. But when Diddy brought her and her bandmate into the recording room, he locked the door, dimmed the lights, and gave each of them flowers. According to the suit, Diddy went on at length saying, quote, "This is normal. This is just a lover's argument where no one was hurt. This is what love is. I'm giving you an opportunity. If you want to make it, you'll shut your mouth. If you say anything, there will be consequences." He also threatened her with a warning saying people end up missing. Around November of 2009, after the Soul Train Awards, Diddy flew Don Richard and Kalina Harper to his New York home for an after party. She claims at the party there were several celebrities there and copious amounts of illegal drugs, but also dozens of young women and girls, some of which appeared to be underage, be transported to the party. Richard says the women there were wearing little to no clothing and were given drugs and alcohol, and many of them appeared to be lethargic or passed out while Diddy and his guests performed sexual acts on them. She says Diddy repeatedly said things like, "This is a buffet. Enjoy yourselves. This is what we do. This is how we party." Richard says she begged Diddy's personal assistant, Capricorn Clark, to allow her to leave, but Clark told her to wait so she could orchestrate her departure, leaving Richard feeling trapped against her will. According to the suit, that was one of many instances of Diddy's alleged drug-fueled parties where he and his guests would allegedly sexually violate women who were under the influence. The suit would go on to describe more instances of Diddy physically abusing his then-girlfriend Cassie. In the fall of 2009, while preparing for a festival in New York, she allegedly witnessed Diddy grab Cassie by the neck, pulling her out of the van onto the grass, pinning her head down, choking her while yelling, "You're gonna get effed up today." She says that incident took place in the backstage area just outside the festival and that it was entirely visible to passerbys. In another instance in 2010, Diddy allegedly punched Cassie in the face in the bathroom of a party in LA. And when Cassie tried to stand up to Diddy or even voice her opinion, he would hit her or wrap his hands around her throat and choke her. She claims she and Dirty Money bandmate Kalina Harper tried to get Cassie to leave Diddy, but when he found out about their conversation, the mogul threatened her, allegedly telling them, "Y'all don't get in my relationship," and went on to say, "Don't tell my what she needs to be doing. Just make money and shut the F up. I end artists. I shelve careers. You could be missing. You want to die today." According to the
Damn. That's ooh, them some damn tough allegations against Diddy. Ooh. So Diddy, yeah, I don't put it past him because in the Shine incident, he shot that woman. It was Diddy. Yeah, he shot her. That's another story. We're gonna keep on going with this one.
suit around 2010, Bad Boy Entertainment entered an agreement with Interscope Records, and their CEO, Jimmy Iovine, had clear knowledge that Combs was abusive and dangerous around women after Diddy allegedly punched Cassie in the stomach during a dinner where he was present. In addition to the abuse she witnessed, she says Diddy's treatment toward her only got worse. She claims Diddy once barged into her dressing room while she was naked and inappropriately touched her breasts and butt. She says in another instance, the producer locked her in a car with heavy tinted windows for 2 hours as she screamed for help, even calling her dad to help her. She claims her dad traveled from Baltimore to New York to free his daughter and to confront Diddy, threatening to even go to the police. But according to Richard, Diddy told him, "Think about your daughter and think about your daughter's career." According to the suit, Richard suffered and continues to suffer loss of income, wages, benefits, royalties, and other compensation. She also suffered from emotional pain, PTSD, anxiety, insomnia, and is asking for compensatory and punitive damages, as well as attorney's fees and costs. I'm now joined by a great guest to break this down further, and that's attorney Richard Showency. Now, Rich, thanks for being here.
Y'all got the drift. Y'all got the drift. Y'all got mostly drift. If y'all want to see the rest of that, y'all go to Law and Crime. Okay, y'all see the rest of that video. It's 21 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get tired out watching that, but we got the drift. Right? Dawn, she coming after them millions. And she going for that 30 million. She going for that 30 million. Cassie got that 30 million. My man's little scam artist, he got that 30, he got that 100 million. With the what Puffy worth $1 billion, damn near $1 billion. He worth $1 billion, damn near. Yeah, they gonna own the rights to some of Puffy. He paid out all that money. Oh, you just gave Cassie 30 million? Oh, my man found a way to get around the system to get $100 million. Boy, oh boy. Hey, in that case, any one of y'all could have sued P. Diddy, right? A civil lawsuit on P. Diddy. Any one of y'all could have done that. But in this guy's case, he had, proof of property in a $70 million house, right? So if you had any links to P. Diddy, you probably could get him. You probably can get Diddy. Everybody is chipping in on this lawsuit. You're trying to get rich off Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That boy easily got that 100 million off of Diddy swiftly. $10 million a month swiftly. Good Lord. Now Danity Kane, I knew it was something. I knew it was something with her back in the day. But damn, Diddy. Damn, Diddy, man. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Well, I appreciate everybody for doing it live. That's it. That's all I got. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow. I'm gonna say the rest for then. Y'all tune in. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, the notification, and oh yeah, we're gonna pass around the offering. Hit that offering. Hit the offering. Where my offering lady at? Give y'all a little entertainment before we go. Hold up. I'm going to get some offering lady. Nope. It's the wrong one. Let me get to my offering lady. I'm gonna pass this offering around while I play this. Shit. We'll find this real fast. Oh. Why don't I just do it like that? There we go. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna pass the offering around. I appreciate everybody for joining the line. Get to your boy. I'm out.